Three claps, your boy Swain's back at it again. Swain Swaggy Sense. And in today's video, I got 5 fragrances that are citrus gold. Okay, so that means any type of bergamot, lemon, mandarin orange, tangerine, anything that's citrus. I have 5 bangers that are going to be elite citrus fragrances, and especially for this high heat that we've been having lately. And I can't wait to give this to y'all. And without further ado, let's get into this review. So the first fragrance that I got is going to be from the house of Givenchy, and that is Gentleman Cologne. Gentleman Givenchy Cologne. And sadly, this is discontinued, but I'm sure that you can find this on eBay or someone that's selling it on maybe the Facebook Marketplace or something like that. But if you don't have it, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. But with this fragrance, you get some iris, some vetiver. Now with the citrus notes, lemon, bergamot. Get some musk in this. This is like tearing open a lemon and just kind of getting that burst of just aliveness is what you get from this fragrance. Definitely a high heat fragrance. Also signature scent, but specifically I would say any type of spring or summer, which we're in right now. And this one is going to radiate off your skin, especially in the high heat. Trust me. 80 to 90 degrees, this is pushing off your skin because it pushes off mine. All right, so like I was just mentioning, you have some iris in here, some rosemary, I believe, some other notes, some few other notes. I get about 6 hours with this fragrance, and mind you, this 6 hours is like I was just mentioning when it's hot. Like when it's, maybe cool or whatever, you might get a nice little breeze and you get a sillage. But when it's hot, man, the scent bubble is outrageous. All right, so if you can find this, find it. But if you can't, I'm sorry once again. But if you know, you know, and if you don't know, that's too damn bad. Gentleman Givenchy Cologne. So the next fragrance that I got for y'all is going to be from Issey Miyake, and that is L'Eau d'Ossé Pour Homme. And this is nostalgic, man. This is very nostalgic, and as you can see, I put a heavy dent in this, and I also have a backup bottle because this is not only a great fragrance, this is also a nostalgic fragrance, and this is a fragrance that is just like you're walking down an aisle of fruit. Okay, so you get some yuzu, you get some tangerine, you also have some musk in here, also have, I believe, some white florals that has this type of floral powderiness to it as well. Man, this is it brings back so many memories of me being a young boy and just out here just trying to make life for what it is and how to kind of manage it and the experiences that I gained from it. And this one definitely hits those membranes in my head of like this memories, man, of this being such a good fragrance and such an uplifting fragrance as well. So with this fragrance, I get about 4 to 6 hours with this. This is a spring summer scent. Also a great office wear if you work in close quarters, in a cubicle or something like that, or even if you work at a gym. This is also somewhat of a good gym fragrance too. But man, this like I said, this just brings back so many good memories of just cleanliness, this well put together. Like this fragrance definitely smells well put together on the citrus. That very citrus. But some people would be like, well, Gerald, like it's not real citrusy. It does have more so of that powdery-esque type of nuance to it. But and I believe that's from the the aroma from it, and it's just very aromatic and just kind of the sillage is really crazy on this one for me personally. But this is such a gem, and they still do sell these at your rack stores, and this is definitely on the cheap. So if you were to blind buy this, it's going to be okay because this is definitely a grab and go fragrance as well. Okay, so that is Issey Miyake's L'Eau d'Ossé Pour Homme. Next fragrance that I got for y'all is going to be a comparison, or some people will call it a clone, of one of the world-renowned citrus fragrances from the house of Roja Dove, Elysium, which I don't have behind me, so you're not going to see me reach behind me or anything like that, but I have gotten a chance to sample it, and it definitely has some similarities to this fragrance that you're definitely not going to be paying that $300+ mark, you know. So this is going to be from the house of Hugo Boss, and this is Hugo Boss Reversed. All right, so with this fragrance, it's a bright. That was on cue too. The 2 sprays was on cue. I meant to do that. But you have this bright grapefruit, bergamot, musk. I believe there's some vetiver in this. Oh man, this is good for high heat. Like, hands down, high heat fragrance. This is something that you should be taking with you if you were to go to Florida right now, or if you were to go to California. I have a couple of colleagues that had went to California. This is something that they could probably almost get compliments off of this every day that they wear this. The only issue is the longevity. So with this fragrance, I think that you can basically spray and douse yourself in this, because I only get about 3 to 4 hours with this fragrance. And granted, I am a big fan on longevity, but like, if it smells good and it doesn't last long, I'm not really too pressed, because I gotten the experience of how great it was smelling. So like, I'm good, but it's always nice to smell yourself throughout the whole day, and also get your compliments as well. But this is man, I haven't seen this in the rack stores in a while, but they are online. So if you were to go on like Fragrance Buy, Fragrance Net, and all the other discount websites, you'll be able to see this. It's not even that expensive. None of these are expensive, to be honest, except the Gentleman Givenchy cologne. But other than that, all these other ones are pretty much easy breezy on $30 and up. That's it. That's the most that you'll probably be breaking the bank. And if you get a good deal, you'll probably not even be breaking the bank that much either. So you probably be paying less than $30. Who knows? But this is a great fragrance and a very, very high citrus fragrance for the summer, spring, and so on. All right. So that is Hugo Boss Reversed. So the next fragrance that I got for y'all is going to be, a fragrance house that is all over Walmart, if you don't already know what it is of me saying that. And this particular fragrance within itself, I really haven't seen any buzz on it as of late, as well as trying to even find this or purchase this online on Amazon, or Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, anywhere. And I haven't been to Walmart in a hot take. And it's so interesting, because this is a great fragrance, especially for, it to be such a high potent citrus type of scent profile. And that is going to be from the house of Cremo, and that is Ice Citron and Driftwood. So this is a high profile lemon and like wood, like spicy wood. And man, this is really, it does have some similarities to Elysium in some way, but it's nowhere near as close to that, trust me. But the citrus in this, as well as the driftwood, man, I can't really explain it, because I was trying to look up some of the notes. It's very like a zingy type of lemon, where there's some spice in there, like some spices. It's an interesting citrus scent. Like, that's all I can say. But it's a compelling and also a complimenting citrus scent. Like, when I wore this, last year in 2023, and I was at work, when I say I had eyes on me, because every time I walked by, they kind of looked and just was just kind of like, is this guy that smells like that? I don't smell bad or nothing, but it's just like, they were just saying like, wow, like, this is the guy who was walking through the hallway and smelling good. And this is the fragrance that I was wearing. I get about 4 to 6 hours with this fragrance. And once again, like I said, I've been doing my research, and the only time that I think that you can probably get this is from the actual website, and you're going to be paying like $34. Or if you go on eBay and you're going to be paying like 30 and up. Okay, so I'm not sure if they discontinued this particular fragrance, because they do have their other fragrances like spice vanilla and some other ones that I can't think of at the moment. But this one specifically, I really was having a hard time like trying to figure out where this ended up, and hopefully they didn't. And if they did, like I said, I'm glad that I got this bottle, because that means that I'm not going to use it that much, all right, because it is a good fragrance. So that is from the House of Cremo, and that is Ice Citron and Driftwood. So the last fragrance is literally just lemon juice in a bottle, all right, and that is going to be from the House of Commodity, and this is going to be Bergamot, all right. It's going to be Bergamot, and they have a long list of different, fragrances from the House of Commodity. They have the I think oat milk, and they have vetiver, and they have some other fragrances. Like, I'm not going to go throughout the whole list, but this one that I do have, and like I was just mentioning, this is lemon, literally in a bottle. This lemon juice, someone just squeezed a whole bunch of lemons and just put it in this bottle. So you get some mint, you get some clementine, some mandarin orange. Oh man, and it's an EDP, but once again, with this fragrance, for me on my skin, I get about 3 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours on, 4 hours on a good day. But this, like I said, with fragrances that grab my attention off of first initial blast, and even though it wouldn't last long, but the fact on how good it does smell, I can be able to drench myself in this. And honestly, this is something that I would do. Like, I don't care, of like maybe breaking down the bottle and killing the juice that's inside, especially if it's a good fragrance, and I know that I'm not going to be like blowing anyone away because of how strong and potent this fragrance is, because it is a potent fragrance, but not for that long in terms of the longevity. And once again, if someone else were to have this fragrance and they have a different outcome, then by all means, you're killing the game. Because for me, I'm not really killing the game with this, but for only those 3 to 4 hours, so this is lit. Like, I cannot stress it enough. This is a bag of lemons and squeezed into the bottle. All right, Bergamot. I'm gonna just name them again: Bergamot, mint, mandarin. And this is also like a youthful fragrance as well. This is something that right now we have a nice little breeze outside, so this is kind of like a, going on a walk, or even just going to a beach, or going to a function, or just staying inside the house. This might be even a lounging scent too, like spray it on your sheets or something like that. Like, every time you lay down on your sheets, and it's just more or less of, you just smell fresh and it's clean, and then you just shining with this fragrance. Shine bright like a diamond. All right, so that is from Commodity, and that is Bergamot. Hopefully you can see that, Bergamot. So those are my 5 fragrances that were citrus gold, I'm telling you. And these are the fragrances that you will basically be able to know that there was a lot of love when it came to the citrus note within these fragrances. All right, so don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell just to let you know when your boy is posting. Keep up to date with the shorts, as well as my community tab, just to let you know if something comes up in my life or whatever. I gotta let the people know. So I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.